for the 1v1 elite. Show it's time for the 1v1 elite showdown.
Hello there, and we are live in Game 2 on Fame and Vil Approach. We've got Jove, who is winning 1-0 in this best-of-3 encounter, versus in the south.
It is DevM, and he's playing Osir.
Osir, with a frog in his throat, because of course he's 1-0 down. And Tightrope, he's famous for aggressive Osir play, especially in the heyday of Company Heroes 1, etc. So let's see if he can do something ballsy and just go balls to the wall. Maybe some crazy mega Grenadier build, which would be completely off meta. But yeah, he's going for Grenadiers. It looks like he is going to go for the jugular.
Yeah, well, he's well known for his sniper play as well, and this is a pretty good map for the sniper, so maybe we'll see like green sniper or something. That'd be nice to see a bit of DevM sniper action.
Would catch Jove off guard though. And look at Jove's commander, by the way. NKVD Rifle Disruption Tactics. Of course, there are commander vetoes in play. I'm going to bring that up for you on screen. You can see this is Kurihi. Jove veto defensive. No, sorry, DevM banned MG42 and Dushka, MVG42 and KV2 and IS2 and KV8. So there's a Portuguese player talking to a Russian. And then Jove got rid of the new one with 5 Grenadiers, a new commander with Elite Tiger. So we all know what they are, but the players didn't want to call them by their names. They just obviously referred to them by what they have inside them.
This is a very unusual commander to select though, NKVD.
It did get some tinkering with, didn't it? It's never really a lot of tinkering with. It's completely different now. I'm going to leave that up on screen, just for the people that are unaccustomed with it. Take time to just read through those abilities. But Tightrope, what's the main takeaway in terms of its competitive viability?
Well, I've seen, I think Brosras use it in 2v2s, but I don't think I've seen anybody use it in 1v1 seriously. This is like a first, honestly.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it. DevM's now getting up to 240 manpower. Will be going for a third Grenadier. Is this a traditional Co-2 aggressive Wehrmacht build, where he's going to throw everything he has at Jove? There we go, third Grenadier in tow. So yeah, it seems like that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, typically snipers not that strong against conscripts. You know, they're so cheap to reinforce. You don't really get your values worth it killing each model.
It's almost as though both players are double bluffing Tightrope, and one's going for conscripts and one's going for Grenadiers. So we've both not got the elite infantry builds because, as I say, it's almost like a double bluff.
Yeah, real vanilla matchup here. Conscripts versus Grenadiers. MG jumps back into the house towards that conscript flank. He is ticking Molotovs, but only just started, so not in time to get this machine gun out of the building.
We are losing a sector.
Conscripts amassing in the south, taking the fuel point. Meanwhile, in the north, we've got combat engineers taking that one there. So DevM needs to get some big wins.
Yeah, and by going for Molotovs here, he does actually delay his healing. This is usually the time you get healing playing a conscript build, so that could be tough. You know, he's gone for Molotovs, didn't get any reward from it, and now he's lacking healing. It cost him quite a lot of manpower.
Notably, DevM had a failure in trying to get the cutoff in the north, so Jove, with all the success so far, and even with a successful retreat of his conscripts.
Look at this, Jove coming in from all the angles here, but DevM with some really good machine gun play.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. He's just not got the territory control to show for it quite yet. But this is giving me a vanilla Co-2 boner, Tightrope. It's very, there's a lot of nostalgia at play here. Oh, what a rifle nade over the cusp of that building! Will he get the killing shot? Yes, he does with the MG42. Great play by DevM.
Yeah, that was a nasty rifle grenade. Oh my god. It's like in slow motion. I was like, oh.
The writhing bodies of the conscripts after that Great play, as we've said. So 4 became 3. Jove already 1 squad down.
Yeah, and look at the problem as I talked about, delaying the healing. He's just had these 3 conscripts in base for an eternity waiting for the healing to complete. Man, that has cost him so much time. The early Molotovs and no reward from it. It's got him off to a super slow start.
Already got light mechanized coming up for DevM as well. And yeah, super traditional build. Maybe a 2-5-1 flamer half-track to come out, Tyro.
Well, I mean, look, he selected his commander as well. He's going for Jaeger infantry, so maybe we're going to see some G43 Grenadiers.
Ooh, very...
Which do match up really well against conscripts.
Oh god, they eat conscripts for fun. Grenadiers are just... Oh no, I was just going to say they could probably maneuver just outside the flames, but not worth risking, of course.
Rebuilding conscript did have the option of going for the commissar there, which would have been an interesting idea. That, you know, very similar in strength to a penal squad.
See that Sturm Tiger Gaddafi tournament royalty is in chat. He's just checked in, and just to make him aware, Jove just had a great candidate game with LEFH getting 59 kills or something, so it's all good in the hood. But no, DevM is going for the 522 scout car. Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes it is quite hard to use light vehicles against conscripts because they can URA forwards, get the AT grenades off, really slow your progress. But yeah, go for the 222 first. I guess he's low on munitions for some reason. Maybe all those rifle grenades and healing.
This was not a cut-off by Jove, by the way, because of course the victory point was connected. Well, meanwhile, he is taking the fuel point, so it's all good. 222 forces him away. Sorry to interrupt there, Tyro.
No, that's fine. No tier 2 up for Jove, so no Zist to counter this. Let's have the AT grenades though.
Oh, there it is! Damaging the engine, so the shock tactic, the shock factor of the 222 is going to wear off quite quickly.
Jove actually very low on munitions though following that up, so doesn't even have enough for another AT grenade at this stage.
Grenadiers gunning down the combat engineers. Jove, you know, persisting quite well and surviving. He's retaking the fuel point that he lost. Good start for DevM, Tightrope, would you say?
Yeah, that early rifle grenade wipe got him off for a great start. Oh, and there we go. Maybe he's going to get the Jaeger command squad next. I was thinking, you know, he's only got 3 grenadiers at the moment, so he does need 1 more squad of infantry. I'm not sure what it's going to be, though.
Molotov in the Feynmanville East Fuel House. Difficult position for the Grenadiers to be in. And there is a Russian mine on retreat, but they'll easily go past that thanks to the retreat algorithm. And here they are, the JLIs. A lot of Gewehr 43s in Jove's future.
Yeah, that's a tough match. Oh, machine gun getting flanked by the conscripts here and the Molotov, and he could lose it.
He really could. 222 to the rescue, perhaps? Oh no, double AT nade.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for the MG steal here.
Oh dear.
Well, there we go. Revenge for the early conscript loss.
I have to say though, 260 manpower in enemy hands creates 2 squads for your opponent. That's a much bigger loss, of course, and a 6-man MG42 is almost invincible.
Oh, DevM going for a late half-track here. Very interesting. Jove already got tier 3 in production, very close to a T70, so this late half-track might get punished.
I think it might be in reaction to having the MG42 stolen, perhaps. Oh god, and look at the fuel of Jove as well. He's already hitting 70, he just needs the 260 manpower.
Yeah, he's right there. And he's got the radio intercept. He knows the half-track's on the field. And as I said, like, look at how limited this 222 has been in its effectiveness. Constantly getting AT grenade. It hasn't really done that much damage.
The rust of DevM is beginning to show. And the prowess of Jove is beginning to rise and become apparent. 251.
Yeah. Oh. Flame half track halfway done. It has revealed itself, so definitely no element of surprise now. It's a mine in the north. Gonna complete the capture nonetheless, and look at this map control for DevM.
That's what's gotten him to 18 tournament wins, Tightrope. His incredible ability to, you know, survive. Even when he's down on his chips, he can keep capping the battlefield. Nice mine goes off, kills 2 grenadiers on retreat. And he's showing this right now. Just blinking, you'll miss it. The entire map's recaptured. Pack 40 about to come out. He's really getting a well-rounded build.
T70 trying to stay at range, avoiding getting Fausted himself.
Nice jet of hot flame. Forces the conscript. I know what other kinds of flames there are, of course. Always a good adjective to describe flame.
And DVM actually making really good fuel progress here. Might be able to get a tier 3 vehicle out not too far away.
Oh my god, the anti-infantry prowess of an Ostwind and the 251 would really be a lot. And certainly too hot for Jove to handle.
Interesting option now, the Ostwind, because it comes in 30 fuel faster than the Panzer IV. And that's, you know, if you're just about to lose control of the map, that can be life and death.
But DevM certainly isn't about to do that. He's got a triple cap. And it's really beginning to show. He's only lost 12 victory points in this game so far. So DevM battling back with furious vengeance and anger.
Oh. For a second I thought I heard a sniper rifle. Was this the G43?
Oh, they do that to you. They do that to you.
Yeah.
As do the Tommy's boys anti-tank rifles. They're horrendous for it. No rifle nade on retreat for DevM. He's content just to push the conscript squad away.
But yeah, Jove actually struggling for map control. I feel like he hasn't got much value out of this MG so far.
No, he hasn't. It hasn't exactly been everything he wanted to be, other than being a taunting gesture to DevM saying, haha, I have the thing you used to have, now it is mine. 251, oh! Didn't set up on retreat, managed to retreat in the nick of time. And watching Tightropes tips and tricks videos.
Yeah, gets out of there just in the nick of time. Now Jove going for a Zis to answer back against these double light vehicles, fair enough, because with the pack on the... Oh, look at this pack. So close to the T70.
Oh, what a shot! Takes it out! Max range through the fog and gets the kill. DevM is in the ascendancy.
Yeah, that's the risk you take running around with your vehicle on one shot from death. Can just die to one shot.
Paul and chat saying DevM proving he's the boss. He certainly didn't prove he was the boss in game one. This would only be to equalise the series and take it to crossroads for the ace game decider. Because right now it just seems that DevM is getting a mark of vengeance. Sportomical coming up in base, Tightrope. Maybe we're going to see that juicy Ostwind you wanted to see so badly.
Yeah, and DevM's just in the driver's seat. Jove in a tough spot. If he goes for another T70 at this stage, he doesn't have any coolant to bail him out, so it seems like he's reluctant. Might have to go for a second Zis.
May just be forced into that. 251's causing all kinds of problems. Oh, double flaying molten hatred. Forcing 2 conscripts away. Does get 1880 for his troubles. This gun repositioning to try and vanquish the foe.
Might be the end of the 222 though. Conscripts hunting him down, getting some rear armor shots in. Oh no. G43's chased them away.
DevM still only having lost 12 victory points forces Jove below 300.
Oh my god, look at the KD right now. 72 to 39.
Ouch! More than a 2 KD for DevM. And that's what we call an horrendous KD for Jove.
Even accounting for Soviet high losses, that is a beatdown.
It is. It's a smackdown. And T70 is in the build again for Jove, so that's showing a sign of weakness that he's having to rebuild things he once had. I mean, the MG42, it must be noted, I know it has 2 kills on Veterancy 1 tightrope, but I don't think it's been utilised as aggressively as he could have done.
No, well, I mean, the 222 just kept running into the AT grenades early. It got like AT grenaded 3 times in the early game. Just spent so much time being repaired. But that's what I was talking about. The conscripts can just oorah forwards, get the AT grenades off so easily. It does limit your effectiveness with those light vehicles. And this impact of the conscript AT grenades going down to 10 fuel now rather than 25 just makes overall conscript rules a lot more appealing.
Oh, and can you hear the winds are howling from an easterly direction? Here it comes. It's the Ostwind. Only 45 World War II production vehicles are made of the Flak Panzer. It's been newly buffed though, and that's why I'm giving it a hype intro. It didn't used to deserve one. It certainly does now, because it's a fierce anti-infantry desolator now.
Yeah, and Jove not too well prepared for this. Only one Zis. Oh, look at that. Sprinting forward and Faust coming through. Giving Jove a taste of his own medicine. Oh, look at this flak panzer going to work on the conscripts on retreat. Now actually going straight for the T70. Zis is there. 222 taking care of the Zis. Flak panzer has its eyes on the T70.
Oh, T70 is marooned. Ostwind pulverizing it. Circumnavigates the Zisgun. Zisgun in no man's land. T70 down. Zisgun's in trouble. 18 aid goes in. Oh, but there you go. The crew members are now gone. Incendiary rounds from the stolen MG42 nearly take out the 251.
Still gets in there for a burst of flame on his way out. Oh, he's just going into base here with the damaged engine and all.
Damaged engine and all, and there's the conscript gets destroyed, and Jove has been dropped from the game. DevM with the aggressive Wehrmacht victory he needed. Classic and vintage DevM.
It's time for the 1v1 Elite. Show it's time for the 1v1 Elite Showdown.
Wow, what a juicy game that was. There he is, Mr. Tightrope at 4 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful face on him, he loves it. Can't get enough.
Yeah, that was another good match. A good performance from DevM. Joe's going to have to... I don't know, what was he doing with that T70? He's running around on one shot. That was so risky. He had the radio intercept. He knew a pack was on the field, and he still did that.
Certainly wasn't the best plays by Jove in that game, but you've got to give all credit to DevM. He's done that in time and time in the past. When he's down on his chips, he gets Wehrmacht out and he just goes crazy. He goes with what he knows, the Grenadier-based build, and gets as much light armor out as he can, and that is working to his strengths, his tried and tested strengths. I'm going to take a quick moment now. I've had a good bit of feedback from people in chat regarding, of course, getting the scores on. Didn't quite have time to do that before, so I'm going to do it now. But feel free to treat this as a break, because of course we have to wait for the players anyway. And just get that done now. I'm going to mute the chat, to be honest, and we'll treat this as a break. So we'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes, dudes, with Game 3. So thank you.
Bye.